Today we're going to solve inequalities, which is very similar to solving linear equations. So let's review. So we have 2x plus 1 equals 9, and so we're going to use GEMDAS. Okay. And what we have here is we're adding 1 and we're multiplying 2. So because we're adding, okay, that means we're going to subtract. We start from the bottom up. So we're going to subtract 1. 9 minus 1 gives us 8. And because we're multiplying by 2, we're going to divide by 2. So we're going to divide by 2, which gives us 4. So x is only equal to 4. So if we're to graph that, we're going to make a closed circle or closed dot, and that is the only answer that's going to work. And we could put this in Desmos and check to make sure that when we input 4, we get the answer of 9. All right, so for solving inequalities, we have that 2 times x plus 1 is greater than 9. So same idea of using GEMDAS. Okay, we have adding and we have multiplying. So like we did over here with the linear, we're going to subtract 1, which gives us 8. And then we're going to divide by 2, which gives us 4. So this time, instead of putting an equal sign, we're going to put our greater than symbol. So for this one, we have x is going to be greater than 4, so we have to use an open circle because we don't have the equal, and my arrow is pointing this way. And just for a note, in order to use the arrow technique, you need to make sure that your variable is on the left-hand side. And it's a lot easier to read that way also. Okay, well, let's try a few more. So we're going to solve the inequality and graph the solution set on the number line. All right, so you can draw a line here for either side. We have subtraction and we have multiplication. So using our GEMDAS, subtraction, we're going to do the inverse of subtraction first. So we're going to add 5, and negative 8 plus positive 5 gives us a negative 3. And then we have multiplication here, so we're going to divide by 3. So negative 3 divided by 3 gives us a negative 1. We're going to bring down the x, and instead of an equal sign, we're going to do our greater than or equal to. Because we have the equal, we can do a closed or a filled in dot, and our values are going to be greater than. So the arrow is going that way. So we're going to go, all our numbers are going to be greater than, or you can shade it in. So all of these answers that are shaded in will make this true. All right. So this time we have 4 is greater than y divide 3 plus 6. Well, we really like our variables so on the other side, on the left side, but we have to be careful. So I'm going to rewrite this as y divided by 3 plus 6, but I can't keep the symbol the same. I'm going to have to change it like it is here, okay? The little part is facing towards the y, and then I'm going to put 4. All right? So in this case, we have addition and we have division. So using GEMDAS, so addition goes first. So the inverse of addition is subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 6. Oh, I can draw my line here if I wanted. 4 minus 6 gives me a negative 2. This is division. The inverse of division is multiplication. So this time I have that y is less than negative 6. So I'm going to have an open circle because I don't have the equal sign. So I'm going to go to 6, do an open circle, and my arrow, okay, is pointing to the less than, so it's going to go in this direction. Or I can shade. All right. Let's try the next one. So this one right here is 11 is less than or equal to 5 plus 2 times t. Again, I'm going to move this around. I'm going to go 2t, and then I'm going to go add 5, because these are both positive. Then I'm going to go greater than or equal to, because that's how it's faced here, and then 11. And that makes my mind a lot happier, my brain. So I have addition, and I have multiplication, so I'm going to have to take the inverse of addition, which is subtracting 5. So 11 minus 5 is 6. Then I have multiplication. The inverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide by 2, which gives me 3. So then I have here that t is greater than or equal to 3. So here's my 3. I'm going to color my dot in. And my arrow is facing towards the greater than, so I'm going to go this way or shade in all of that. All of the shaded area is my answer. So any of these answers will work. All right, let's try a grouping one. So this is 4 times n plus 2 all divided by 9. So I'm going to put parentheses just to remind myself that that's a grouping, and this cannot equal 2. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and write GEMDOS just to give us a good review. So this is division. So we have division at 9, and because this is all in the numerator, this is a grouping. We'll have to work with this last. Inverse of division is multiplication. So we're going to multiply by 9 first. And we would then have, I'm going to write this out, 4n plus 2 cannot equal 18. So now we can work with our grouping symbol. We have addition and we have multiplication. So because we have addition now, we're going to subtract 2, which gives us 16. And this is multiplication, so we're going to divide by 4, which gives us 4. So we have here that n cannot equal 4. So because it cannot equal 4, I'm going to do an open circle at 4, but it can equal anything greater than 4, and it can equal anything less than 4. So I can also draw arrows like that. All right, let's look at our last question here. It says, select all values of x makes 4 times x minus 1 greater than 11 a true statement. Well, we're going to need to solve this, so let me rewrite this. 4x minus 1 is greater than 11. So I have subtraction and I have multiplication. So the inverse of subtraction is addition, which gives me 12. The inverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide by 4, which gives me 3. So this is going to be x is greater than 3. All right, so anything greater than 3. 2 is not greater than 3, so that's not a choice. 3 is 3 and it cannot equal 3, so that is not a choice. But 4 is greater than 3 and 5 is greater than 3. So this, I get 2 choices, C and D. All right, so that's our lesson for today. It's a review of solving, which you know how to do. So the next thing you need to do is get the practice sheet. Thank you.